Hey guys, so we are back with another wine and wine or story time. So yeah, this one, like my last ones, they were funny ones. This one is more of a serious one, even though it was like my worst date, not date, my worst relationship. It was also like a really big lesson for me. So yeah, just stick around, listen to what I have to say about this relationship and figure out what I learned and all of that, and grab you a glass of wine. I've already started. You see my lipstick prints on the glass. But anyway, so yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you like it, and I hope that this video kind of helps somebody out if they're going through like the same thing. So yeah, just keep watching, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay, so the worst relationship that I was in like 2010, I think. I was like 19, getting ready to turn 20. I hadn't really been in a whole bunch of relationships, period, just like in life, period. So yeah, but this one happened when I was like 19 or 20. Just to give y'all like backstory, I was in school in Arkansas at the time, and I was about to finish my sophomore year of college. And that's around the time when like the Basketball Wives and like all of that stuff was like really, really popular. And at 19 and 20, I was young and dumb. And to be honest, I didn't really think too highly of myself. I didn't really think that I could like accomplish much on my own. I thought I was gonna have to like marry somebody rich or something, you know? So, y'all, I literally prayed. So stupid. I feel so stupid saying this, but I did it. I literally prayed to God like religiously, Lord, send me a football player. Like, I want a football player and he's gonna take care of me and I'm not gonna have to worry about anything. I'm just gonna have his babies and all this other bullshit. Real stupid, huh? So I said that to say this. Be careful what you ask God for, because he just might give it to you and it might not be what you really want. So yeah, like I was saying, I was ending my sophomore year in Arkansas, or University of Central Arkansas, whatever. And so I moved back here to Texas with my mom, and I met this guy at church. And so I don't remember like how we actually linked up or whatever the case may be, but we went out on a couple days, and he really wasn't my type, but he was a football player. So I was like, shit, I done made it, y'all. So, or at least that's what I thought. So he, like I said, he really wasn't my type. At 19, 20, I really liked like the basketball player build, I guess that's the easiest way to say, you know, 6-pack tall, whatever. And he played center for a football team. So if you know, like if you're a football person, you know that those guys are kind of big. And I'm just kind of like, oh. But whatever, you play football. And like I said, I didn't think too highly of myself. So I thought that was like my meal ticket. So yeah. Anyway, so we went out on a couple of dates, and it wasn't that he wasn't unattractive or anything, but he wasn't, like I said, my type. But he had like some nice qualities about him, like physically. So yeah, we went out on a couple of days. He was cool, he was funny, so I was just like, all right, I like his personality. So we ended up like getting in a relationship or whatever. Okay, so like about maybe, I would say about 2 months into it, like he started becoming like verbally abusive. Like he would say and do little stuff, and it was just kind of like, I just kind of like let it roll off, you know, like, okay, whatever, it's okay, you know, because I don't think that much of myself. This is probably as best as I can do. You know, I done found me like this ball player, and I'm gonna have all this stuff like Evelyn Lozada and all of this other stuff on Basketball Wives and all this, you know, just stupid. And so, like I said, he started becoming like verbally abusive, and he would say and do little things. I mean, it was like anything I said would just like set his ass off. Like, I remember driving down the highway, and I was asking him around this time, like Waka Flocka was like big and all those little songs were out that he was doing. So I was asking him what dude was saying in the song, and y'all, he just like blew up on me. I'm like, dude, I just asked you what he was saying. He was saying Brick Squad or something. Like, that's all. Like, that's all you had to say. Why are you, like, cussing me out because I'm asking you what he said? Talking about something. Well, why you need to know what they saying? You like that MF and this, that, and I'm like, I just wanted to know what he was saying so I could say it when the part of the song came on, because that's my shit, you know? So he was saying do little stuff, and then like he lived with his parents, or as he put it, my parents live with me. Whatever. But he would always want to like play fight, and I'm like, dude, like, why you trying to play fight? But whatever, you know, trying not to like ruffle no feathers, trying to make sure, you know, I stayed in there so I can get a bag and all this other bullshit. Real stupid. So I would like go home, because at the time I was living with my parents, and my mom would be like, why you got that bruise on your arm? And I'm like, oh, mommy, it's nothing. I ran into a door, like little stuff like that, you know, just trying to like cover up what was actually going on, you know. I'm not gonna say nothing, you know. And I feel like a lot of girls that date these ball players, I feel like they go through the same thing. They kind of put up with just anything, you know, just to say like, oh, I'm dating a ball player, or oh, I'm getting this bag, or oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you know. And at 19, I mean, I was that person. I remember it was like June. I was 19, getting ready to turn 20. And he asked me what I wanted for my birthday. And so I was just like, oh, I just want to go to my favorite restaurant and get me some flowers. Like, that's all I want. And so my birthday rolls around, y'all. Like, mind you, he's a football player, but y'all would have thought he was a freaking McDonald's worker. Like, he was so damn cheap. And y'all, don't get me wrong, like, I know I was wrong for like just talking to him because of who he was, you know. So I'm not like discounting my wrong or nothing, but he was like hella cheap. So my birthday rolls around and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go to my favorite restaurant, which is Rick's Chop House. They have like the best steaks, right? So I was like, I want that, and just go to like Kroger's or somewhere and give me some flowers. That's it. Y'all, he come and pick me up from my mama house. And he talking about some, you gonna love where I'm taking you, and I'm just, you know, I'm just about to wine and dine there again with these dudes with this wine and dine stuff. If y'all know, or if y'all watched my last video, my little story time, y'all know about the wine and dine. But anyway, so we riding around the city, and we pull up to this little Mexican spot, and I'm like, is this lunch? Like, what is this? What are we doing? Like, we just stopping to get lunch and then we gonna go and do something else? Like, what we doing? So he was just like, yeah, for your birthday, I want to take you here, and you know, we just gonna celebrate the day and yada yada. And I'm like, I love Mexican food, but I wanted to go to the steakhouse. Like, so I'm like, all right. There again, I ain't gonna say nothing because I know it's gonna start an argument and God knows what else, right? So we get in the restaurant. He was just like, I picked this place because I was flipping through a magazine and they had a coupon where 2 people eat for $8.95. It's my birthday, and you take me to a place that got a coupon so 2 people can eat for $8.95 on my birthday. Like, if this would have been a regular day, cool. But it's my birthday. Y'all, I ain't get no flowers. Like, that was my birthday gift, right? So at this point, I was pissed. So I just let it be known, like, dude, I asked you to take me to the fucking steakhouse and buy me some $10 flowers from Kroger's, and you couldn't do that on my birthday? So I guess I bitched enough about it. So he shows up later on and he has like this Pandora bracelet. And at 19, there again, we already know where my mind was. So I was just kind of like, that's it? Like, you just got me a Pandora bracelet and it ain't even full? Y'all can't even, like, just thinking about where I was back then and my mindset is so embarrassing. Like, I can't even believe I'm sharing this with y'all. But anyway, so I was a little salty even still about that. So, like, I would say a couple months later, he was getting ready to go back to play ball or whatever, and he was playing in, was it Connecticut? I don't forget, whatever. The team he was playing on was like far, and so he wanted me to come to his first game or whatever. And so I was like, all right. It was around August. Yeah, it was around August. So I was working, and that's like my busy time. So I was like, all right, but you know, I'm gonna come, you know, support you for your first game, you know, be your little cheerleader, rah rah, whatever. So we on the phone while I'm at work, and he talking about some, okay, so this is how we gonna do this. And I'm like, do what? He talking about some, you gonna buy a one-way ticket and I'll pay for your ticket back. And I'm like, okay, why you just can't pay for the whole ticket? Like, so I'm like, all right, whatever. So I bought a ticket. Well, his birthday was coming up. So I was just like, all right, I want to get him like a really, really good gift. He was into tech stuff, and y'all know that's around the time that iPads and all of that stuff start coming out, right? So I walked my little happy ass into Apple, and I buy his ass an iPad, $800 or $900 iPad. After he done took me to the goddamn Mexican place for $8.95, my dumb ass buys him an iPad. And my mama told me, don't you think you spending a little bit too much money? And I'm just like, girl, I got it. Like, that's bae. So I buy this iPad, and I pay for this ticket, this one-way ticket. No, I think, you know what? I think I actually paid for a round trip ticket, and then I told him he could give me half. I don't forget. It's been a minute. So yeah. Anyway, I fly my ass to Connecticut pretty much, and so I get there and I give him his gift and all of this stuff. He all excited playing on it, whatever, yada yada yada. Game day come, he play the game. You know, I'm going and I'm cheering and whatever. And after the game, like they won the game or whatever, so after that we all go to the club, like all the players and stuff like that. Mind you, I'm not 21, so I really ain't even supposed to be in the damn club, but because, you know, I was with them, I got in. So, you know, your girl was feeling like we feeling good, because, you know, I'm in the club. I ain't supposed to be in the club. You know, VIP status, you know. So we in this club, and you know, we partying, we drinking and stuff like that. So he goes off to the bathroom, and one of his friends or one of the players come up to me, and they were just like, hey, like, you want another drink? And I was just like, sure, why not? You know, I'm fucked up at this point. So I get the drink, and dude that I'm dating comes out the bathroom talking about some, where you get that drink from? And I was like, oh, your boy got it for me, yada yada. And he was just talking about some, so you letting other MLs buy you drinks? And I'm like, I mean, he offered, was I supposed to say no? Like, that saved you some money. Like, what? Yo cheap ass. So I'm like, all right, here comes the argument. So we like kind of go getting into it in the club or whatever. So we leave. We get back to the hotel room. I remember him waking me up, going off on me. And he was just like, how could you? You ain't about nothing. Like, just cussing me out. And I'm just like, drunk. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, like, ah. And so he was just like, how could you let somebody else buy you a drink? And I'm supposed to be your man. And this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, dude, like, it was a drink. Like, what? Like, I'm trying to sleep. So then he talking about something, and then I went through your phone and I see that you was talking to somebody else back in such and such, and I was just like, wait a minute, you mad at me because I was talking to somebody before you? What, was I supposed to just like not date, and I was supposed to just wait for you to like come across my path? Like, dude, what? And I was just like, dude, you really upset because I talked to somebody before I talked to you. So next thing you know, he just flips the fuck out, y'all. Like, he's grabbing on me, like shaking me like a rag doll. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what the hell? Like, this big ass dude, I'm drunk. So it's like, I can't do too much of shit. So I'm just like trying not to throw the fuck up. And so I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get out of this? Next thing you know, like, we was laying in the bed and he was like on top of me just shaking me, and I'm like, like that shit, you know. So he was just like, I'm gonna make your ass suffer. And I'm like, fuck you mean? Y'all, he gets up out the bed. He turns the air all the way down so it's cold as fuck. He snatches the covers off of me and pushes me out on the damn floor. And talking about some, you gonna sleep on the floor. And I'm like, at this point, I'm just like, this mother is crazy. So I'm just gonna lay my ass down here on this floor and hope I make it through the night. And then I'm gonna call my mama or something. We gonna, I couldn't think of that. I'm drunk, like I could barely walk, y'all. Like I was fucked up. So I'm laying there on the floor and he's just like going off on me, hitting me with pillows and shit, just talking all this noise. And then he just starts going through all my stuff, slinging shit around the damn room. And I'm like, the fuck, I'm just gonna lay here. Hopefully like nothing bad happens or too much, you know, bad happens past what's done happened. And so then he was just like, get your ass back in the bed. And I'm like, okay. And so I get in the bed and he starts like trying to like, you know, and talking about some, if I get you pregnant, you stuck with me and this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, dude, really about to try to, you know. And so I don't know where the strength came from, but y'all, baby, I got some strength and I knocked this motherfucker off of me. And so he left me alone. And so I blacked out again. Like, I don't remember. I just remember waking up the next morning and he wasn't in the room. And I was just like, okay, cool. And I'm calling my mama and she was just like, why the F are you calling me this early? And I'm like crying and I'm just like, Mom, this is what happened. I need to leave. He's not in the room. And, you know, she freaking out and going off. And I'm just like, what you mean this MF and I'm about to call your daddy. And just a whole bunch of stuff. So she was just like, just pack your stuff, get out the damn room, go to the front desk, book your flight, change it, do whatever you need to do, get up out of there. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I hang up the phone, y'all. Next thing you know, I hear the damn door opening. And I'm like, fuck. It's his big ass. And so I'm like throwing my stuff in the damn suitcase as fast as I can. And so he was just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, forgive me. I don't know what came over me. And let's just work this out. And I was just like, nah, bro, we good. Like, you like literally like put your hands on me. Then you tried to rape me. And then you talking about some, oh, let's work things out. I may be young and dumb, but I ain't that goddamn dumb. And we in this elevator and I'm like, damn. So he calling his mom and then my mom's calling me, my dad's calling me, and he's talking about he talking to his mom, talking to Mom, she's lying, none of that happened, and she's trying to make me look bad. And I'm sitting up here like, dude, are you kidding me? And so I'm in the hotel lobby on the computer trying to change my flight. Y'all, I was so nervous because like the way the little lobby thing was, it's just like a little room where they had one computer and like you could just close the door and wouldn't know what the hell was going on. So he walked in the damn room behind me and he was just like, how could you do this to me? And just going off on me again. And I'm just like, fuck. So I'm like trying to change my flight. And then once I do that, I get a taxi and I walk into the taxi and a church bus pull up and I'm getting ready to get in a taxi. He tells him, can I get a hug? Like, let's just work this out. You know, I feel like people call things off, you know, too quick and let's just work this out. Y'all, I threw my damn bracelet that he gave me for my birthday. I threw that shit at his ass. So I get in the damn taxi or whatever and I go to the airport. I fly back into Dallas. Y'all, I was so like, I don't know, distraught. I don't know, distracted. I don't know what the hell I was. Y'all, I booked the damn flight for the wrong hotel. So I landed at the wrong damn hotel. Wrong airport. So I had to get a taxi from one airport to the other to get my car. And so I get back and like I tell my mom everything that happened and she was livid. Of course, my dad was just like, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. I'm gonna kill his ass. I'm gonna kill him. If I see him, I'm gonna kill him. We gonna have to change churches. If I see him, I'm gonna kill him. So I told my mom, like, yeah, mom, I threw that back, the bracelet, and I didn't want that mess. And she was just like, girl, what's wrong with you? You never give back jewelry. And I was like, oh, well, he got my bracelet. So, yeah. And she was like, did you get back your iPad? I said, no, I searched the room, and yeah, he got the iPad. So, y'all, I was out $900 for an iPad, and he had my bracelet. So my mind was just like, oh, hell no, that ain't, you gonna get something back. He didn't pay for no flight, no nothing. So I'm like, I'm out of a flight, iPad, and I ain't got my bracelet. And I was like, okay. So my mom talked to his mom and was just like, all she wanted is her bracelet back. Just give her bracelet back. We gonna drop everything else. Just give her shit back. So I got my bracelet or whatever back, but I was still kind of salty because I'm just like, I paid $900 for an iPad, and yeah. Okay, so after I flew back to Dallas or whatever, we went back to church after like maybe a month or so. We went back to the same church, and he was there, y'all. But he was there with another girl, and she was big pregnant, like about to pop pregnant. And I'm just like, so we've been in this relationship for a good 8-9 months, and you show up with this one that's about 8 months pregnant. So the whole time me and you was dating, you had this one about to pop with your baby. Y'all, that really pissed me off, but I was just like, you know what, I kind of deserved it, because, you know, my intentions wasn't good in the first place. But I'm just like, you real foul. Like, what if you would have gotten me pregnant? Then what? You know? So, y'all, even though that was like my worst relationship, it was also my best relationship, because it really just taught me, one, be careful what you ask God for sure, and then two, it just taught me like to value myself, and like I don't have to date somebody just because they have money, and that, you know, I'm perfectly capable of doing things for myself, you know. And so I would say, like, after that relationship, I had that whole I don't need a man type of attitude, you know. And then I was like kind of bitter, like when it came to like ball players and stuff. I was just like, I'm not talking to another football player. They ain't about nothing, this, that, and the other, like a whole bunch of stuff. So I would say, like, after that little situation, I was at a gas station and I met this guy, and we were talking and stuff, and he later tells me, oh yeah, I played for the Sacramento Kings, and I look it up and it was true. And I was just like, we good. Nope, I don't want you. So yeah, I just kind of just like, yeah, nah, I'm good. Because it seems like a lot of the ball players, they're entitled, you know. It's just kind of like, I play ball, and, you know, I get women all the time, you know. They just got like this bad mentality, I don't know. And I'm not saying all of them are like that, but yeah, the ones I ran into are. But yeah, it just really taught me to just go out there and like get my own. Like, I'm perfectly capable of, you know, being successful, and so far, you know, I have been successful. So I feel like it was a blessing and a curse at the same time, because I feel like if I wouldn't have went through that situation, you know, even though it was kind of bad, and, you know, I may have left some stuff out, so this video wouldn't be long, but even though the situation was bad, it was good in the sense that it helped shape me to the person I am now. And now, you know, like with dating and stuff like that, I'm not necessarily looking for somebody that's like got all this money and this, that, and the other, you know. I really just want somebody that's equally yoked. I know that's like in the Bible and whatever, but yeah. You know, and it's just like, okay, let me get with somebody that's gonna really truly care about me, and that I can build with, that I'm gonna have fun with, and, you know, just stuff like that. So yeah, thank God for growth and my mindset changing, because yeah, back then it was pretty jacked up, I will say. But yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. It's not really like a funny one like my last ones, but I just wanted to post it because I don't know if somebody watching this has like been through like the same thing or is currently, you know, going through the same thing or dating somebody. It may not be a ball player, it may be whoever, but I just want you to know that if you feel like you have to stick around with somebody just because of, you know, XYZ, because you don't feel like you're capable of doing XYZ, just know that you don't have to stick around. Like it's not okay for a guy to verbally abuse you. It's not okay for a guy to physically abuse you. Like, you better than that. You ain't gotta put up with that. It's somebody out there that is gonna cherish you. I haven't found mine yet, or he hadn't found me, but I know he coming. I feel like 2018 gonna be my year. I'm gonna find bae, or he gonna find me. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this story time, and I will see you in my very next one.